look, okay, cool. I got a fight coming up. Now I need to watch some tape on my opponent. I'm gonna put it into Jabber real quick, and I'm about to see what they tell me. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Autonomous Income. I'm your co-host, Deuce Noble.
And I'm your co-host, DJ. What's going on today, Deuce?
Let's kind of unpack a little bit with Jabber.ai. So Jabber, Jabber AI is a new tech startup that is specifically for combat sports. They're using computer vision to dictate, how punches are thrown and landed in combat sports, which is really, really cool. As you can see kind of in, the screen here, it kind of breaks down, hey, all right, we have the red corner, the blue corner. This shot was thrown. This shot was missed. This shot was landed, was up to the head. It was into the body. It's either a hook, a straight. So it's pretty cool dictating, or showing, which punches were landed. And obviously there's a lot of footage they can use for this, right? That in boxing, yes, ideally, it would make sense that the person who lands the most punches, would win the fight, right? Who has the most effect. It'd be cool to see an AI judge in some capacity, not an official capacity, but
Yeah, I
just
think
to
like just in
compare, right?
yeah, maybe like if the fight goes the distance, like say if it's at the end, right, and it's like it goes to the judge's decision, like this is like when I think that would apply. Because of course, if you knock somebody out or whatever, like if something happens where there's an injury and like they can't go on, like that's a little bit easier. But I mean, like if it goes to that, or if there's a split decision, like something along the lines where I think that they can implement it or at least start getting people, more comfortable with it. Now, the accuracy and all of that, that might take a while for people to kind of just trust, right? Especially with a lot of people, they say the eye test, right? Like if they're looking at a fight and they're watching a fight and they're like, well, I feel that, Tank Davis, that he won, right? And everybody's else like, no, I feel
Well,
like such and such won. Like,
I'll give you that point on the Tank Davis fight, right?
yeah.
So if you watch the Tank Davis and Lamont Roach fight, there was a period, I believe, somewhere in the middle of the fight where Tank took a knee voluntarily. Let's say if there was an AI judge like Jabber.ai in the mix to see if he really went down from a punch. Over time, I think this might be the new wave to determine things, right? Because
Well, I mean, yeah,
especially
that's what I'm saying. It takes out that subjectivity because there's also the human error, right? The whole point is just like, I just think whatever the technology is right now is the worst it's ever going to be, right? It's just going to get better and better.
right.
So, I mean, with that in mind, like, would people trust it? And I want to hear in the comments below, like, would you guys trust something like this to decide a fight versus a human?
Only that, right? I think it's really cool that they have some other metrics that they're including, the balance, the stance, and the distance as well for the fighters, right? Because those are all important things when you're throwing punches, when you're landing punches. Let's say, a punch was landed, right? And now you're kind of off balance. It really would show. Like I said, their metrics that they're showing really, really great. As far as I think some of the people that have to worry about that is, like I said, CompuBox. That is the main tracker I've seen of punches being thrown in a fight. CompuBox, they're famous for, keeping track of punches landed and thrown, right? Granted, of course, it's not necessarily.
Yeah, I think that it'll be really good to just see how it develops over time. I'm super interested in just when it comes to sports because I'm a big sports fan. And as soon as you send me that clip, I'm like, that's cool. And what I think about is also just the past, right? Like, I'm sure they showed a clip before of just like an old boxing matches. And so me, I'm thinking like, oh man, now maybe they can collect so much data and information they can pull from like analytics and how those fight were and really do a good simulation of like something that might never happen. Like,
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, definitely can change the game as far as, I think so. One of the things that makes this a very interesting use case for boxing. Boxing doesn't have at any level, amateur or professional, they do not have one governing body, right? So
but
what could help.
just with some innovation in there every now and then. I mean, because every sport
Right,
has been there.
absolutely.
Like you see, like NFL sidelines where the coaches had those Microsoft people.
Microsoft Surface tablets, yeah.
Yeah, they had Surface tablets, and they were kind of using that, and I think just plays, but also like run, whatever they were doing with that. But I mean, you just see this innovation, like
That's right. So yeah, Jaden Daniels has been using VR
yeah,
to help assist in his training,
yes.
right? And don't quote
Look
me
how far
exactly,
he went
but
in this season. I mean, you know what I'm
but
saying?
right. So
As a
he
freshman.
said he's been using that a lot at LSU. So he wake up to get extra reps essentially. And more of a kind of they make it more of a mixed reality type of thing for him,
Yeah,
but he uses a headset to get extra real virtually real reps,
Yeah,
right? You
that's
simulate,
wild. I mean, it's pretty
you
cool
know, the
because I mean, like
moves, right?
far,
I
he wasn't
think
really
I
under
think
pressure a lot.
it does hold a very
Yeah.
good place in his development.
Yeah, I mean, and I think a
What that
lot of
looks
the
like.
use cases are still, being put together. Like, and this is VR. I think, I'm not sure if he's using AR also, which I think the Apple Vision Pro, of course, is like mixed reality where it's both and all that. But I think you're right. Like, yeah, I mean, they could definitely lean into this, and maybe it's not too late. I mean, because they already have the end with Nike. Apple and Nike's relationship
Oh
is
yeah,
good.
let's ride
Yeah,
this wave.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
because this could be
Ride
like
that
the next
wave.
group of athletes that are buying this, for that reason. And just like I was saying before, that we had up with the article from Fortune, is just like, you know, a lot of people that are getting into sports now, they can use a lot of this information and data that they can pull now. It's more accessible.
Man, that's a perfect point because I was just thinking about not only is Jabber going to be good for, monitoring and, judging fights, right, and tracking punches, but it's good for those developmental tools as well, right? Because now, absolutely, I think it's really, really interesting to see. And for those of you listening and watching, like, what are some of the use cases you would like to see in sports, or that you think that this could really,
Yeah,
really take off in? Because I think, personally, I like it. I think it's a welcome place in sports, and especially Jabber AI is a welcome place in combat sports, in my opinion. I think they should absolutely take advantage of it. I hope they blow up. I hope this video takes them over. Look, someone at Jabber, come take a look at this.
yeah.
Y'all come to my next fight.
Yeah, I'm about to say, yeah, dudes, put up one of your fights on there. I mean, it says something about uploading it. Go on to upload a Jabber
Hey,
and see,
listen, I might have to.
yeah, see what it
Look,
says
I
about
got a
that.
couple on YouTube.
I don't know if mine was ever captured, me getting drug right to school
Yeah.
yet.
Hey, listen, I got a couple belts for y'all. I'll show y'all.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man, that's cool.
But yeah,
Yeah,
as always, man, we're just trying to, bring different, fresh, and new, innovative things to you guys. Like I said, this one's something that kind of hit home for us. Like, I think it's really cool. And of course, their AI, their computer vision is called Deep Strike. Genius marketing, right, with that. But yeah, as always, guys, leave some comments, like, comment, subscribe, and share. On, we'll catch you guys on the next one.
for sure. Talk to y'all. Peace.